So, Dr. Michael Lyles, psychiatrist, you need to shed some light for us for anybody that is grappling with depression on the home front and now getting into the world of medication because we get questions like that here at Loveology. I don't know how to be a good spouse because it seems like the depression is creating some side effects I didn't expect, and even their personality might feel like it's different. Can you shed some light on that?
Yes, many times people are afraid to take medication. That's very common, by the
Yeah.
way, for folks to have a lot of anxiety about becoming addicted to medication, that it's going to change their personality, that it's going to get in the way of their working on problems because they're going to get this artificial high from taking the medication and thus won't be motivated to do what they need to do. Uh, and it is possible, I guess, for all of that to happen. There are medications that are addictive. We very seldom use those with depression. Antidepressants are not addictive. If you take too much of anything, it can affect your personality. So if you see yourself feeling as if you're changing, you need to raise your hand and tell your treating physician that something's going on. That could be a side effect that indicates a dosing issue or a change in medication issue.
Mm.
Um, but the goal here is not to change the person's personality. The goal is to get the person back to the personality that they had before they got depressed. And what I tell people all the time that are worried about taking medication is please, uh, yes, there are concerns you need to have about taking medication that you discuss openly with your doctor and you write down all your questions before you go to your appointment because oftentimes they're very brief. But you also need to have that same level of concern about the depression and what it was doing to your life and your marriage and your kids and your health. Because not treat the option is between treating it and not treating it, and not treating it has side effects also.
Yeah, well, that is true, and I'm sure that you encounter this. I know that I did when I was working in psychiatric wards in hospitals. That the patient gets to a certain place in their treatment, and they think, "I don't need medication anymore. I'm good. I'm cured." Right? When that is probably not the case. Is that accurate?
My last patient yesterday was a professional person who stopped their medication and went right back into a hideous depression after feeling
Mm,
well for a month.
mm, mm.
Person has a doctorate
Yeah,
degree
yeah.
and did that.
And that's where a spouse can be an encouragement to say, honey, no, we need to stay on this healing path and I'll be there with you. So,
I was going to say that was a big difference having someone with her yesterday to say, look, this is what's going on. We need to stay on this path, like you just said,
yeah,
and we're going to do it together. You're not by yourself.
yeah,
That's huge. You're
yeah,
not doing this by yourself. We're going to
yeah.
walk through this together.
That social support system, don't ignore how valuable that is as a husband or as a wife. So, Dr.
Yeah.
Lyles, as always, thank you.